Welcome. Hi. Welcome to Facebook Live and Instagram Live. The sisters are back. We're back. It feels like it's been a long time. I'm Marnie Nir, expert coach at Handel Group, and this is my sister Lauren Zander, co-founder and chairwoman of Handel Group. Welcome. So thank you for sending in your questions. Remember, and you can also ask them live now.
Come
and
on.
if we answer one of your questions, you get $50 off of a private coaching session. So ask away. Come on, juicier, better. Send them.
Yeah.
Okay. Today's topic, Lauren,
Really?
is New Year's resolutions. I forgot for a second. What holiday?
What a shocker on that
New
one.
Year's resolutions. What we think about them, what you're having problems with, and all that.
Okay.
All right. Here's our first question. How many resolutions is a healthy amount, Lauren?
I don't believe in New Year's resolutions, so I'm difficult, like out the gate, right? So New Year's resolutions don't really work. That doesn't mean you shouldn't commit to what you're out to accomplish in 2020, like a vision for I do vision for the whole year, not New Year's resolutions. Right? New Year's resolutions, it's like, has this assumption that by the end of the year, you're fucking pissed about something isn't working, you're fat, you're not happy, you haven't gotten laid, and you make a New Year's resolution that you're gonna start dating, you're gonna, deal with it. So it's more of a response to something you're pissed at, so you can feel good about New Year's and the holidays,
Or
because less bad about so it has this packaging, like you should just up and figure out what you're gonna be resolute about, and that's very different than a vision for your year. So how many New Year's resolutions do I believe in? None. How many areas of life do I think you should be dreaming in? Right? And I would say 1 to 2. Like, I would take on your body, but I would take on 1. That means, God, if I gave myself this year, if I took on my body, if I took on making more money, if I took on finding love, it doesn't mean the rest of your life disappears, but I would pick 1 and I would make it big and real, and I would make it a dream for the whole year, not a New Year's resolution.
Yes. Okay, cool. I don't have much to add. I mean, I guess we could talk about promises, because Laura definitely believes in promises, which would have possibly what your goal is, right? So if it really is to lose weight in 2020, Laura would have you get much more specific about that,
right?
And put in a measurable, not like I'm going to eat better, which most New Year's resolutions sound like that. Right? They're big. I'm going to go to the gym more. I'm going to care about my body. They're huge. And, I was reading, I was looking up statistics, because I'm the negative fuck, and wanted to hear, how long does it take? But, how many do they last? And they say about 80%, and you're done by February. And then someone else sent me an email, another friend of mine, sent me that it was they had a date, January 17th was when... they were done. So I sit in SoulCycle, kind of, or Joyride, where we go, and look at how crowded it is, and I'm snickering a little, hoping you guys actually keep them, but knowing come February, I'll have seat 10 again.
Right, the biggest sign up for gyms is between December 18th, and January 4th.
Right.
Right. I'm making that up, I don't actually know.
It's not close, who knows? Email me if you know the actual numbers. But the key is making promises that you can keep, that are measurable and specific. So it's not go to the gym more, it really is work out 3 times a week for 30 minutes at a level 8, and find a buddy that will do it with you, will hold you to it. And if you don't pay up, we really don't believe in feeling bad or guilt. We believe in coming up with the right self-imposed consequence to kick your ass really this year. Yes, and all of that, and we've talked about Inner You, our online course, all of it's in there. We really strongly believe in promises and consequences, which is, session 3.
And we're evergreen. There is no at the beginning of the year or not next month or in April. That's a bad time to start a vision. Never, right? There is no day not to do it.
It's true.
Yeah.
I always laugh on New Year's Eve because it's like the ultimate Monday. Like, I'll do it on Monday. So I kind of think New Year's Eve and that one is like the Monday. All Mondays, right?
I'll be good.
Monday.
I swear.
Right. So I'm a little cynical, but I truly believe in promises and consequences and finding a buddy and coming up with your visions and not a gazillion of them. All right, cool. Since the new year, I've been itching to make a big change, make a big decision, essentially blow up my life, change everything. What should I do to get focused? Where is that feeling coming from?
Read it again. What's that? What?
Itching to make a big change.
Yeah.
Big decision.
A big decision. Okay.
Okay. I don't know that. Then she or he goes, essentially blow up my life, change everything. What should I do to get focused?
Okay. I would not blow up your whole life.
No.
That is not a plan, and that
Resolution.
is a bad plan. Don't do that. What I would say is I would figure out the one area that you're really talking about. Your love life, your career, making more money. So your career is fine, but you don't like, you're too comfortable where you are. Like there's some big decision to be made, and what you sound like you're saying is you're bored, or even that the dreams you've been living into have expired, right? And they're done, and now you're running on fumes, right? And you're not really into your life anymore. You're repeat and rinse, and so that gets boring and monotonous. And so you want something exciting, which I think is great, though I think it just requires new big goals, and I would pick one area.
Yes.
And then that'll change the rest of your life anyway, right? You start anything wholly new and get into it deeply, it feeds into all other areas of your life. And yes, the cliche would be is because you're the common denominator. So if you get really happy in an area, it leaks into all the other areas, and it does.
Cool. And then I think in answering your question about where is that feeling coming from, or what do I do to get focused, it is pick the area. We also would recommend, and it's in interview as well, to do a purge, right? Because it sounds like anyone that's in like, should I blow up my life? Then there's a lot of mishigas and craziness going on in your life. So a purge, which is writing in stream of consciousness everything that's going on that you'd like to blow up and rip apart and all that, down on paper or into your computer, and just go for it, write everything, because in that you'll be able to see possibly what's really bothering you. Like you could find the area that's really big.
Usually when you write out a whole purge, there's like the 3 sentences after you write out 300 sentences. There's 3 that kill you, right? And so that's what you're hunting for when you purge, is like the main few things that are really the pain points. And so you have to do that in order to find it. Again, it's very well documented and expressed, and lots of purges to look at and actually get the joke in the interview. So that's also brilliant.
Yes. All right, cool. All right. How do I encourage my family to write dreams, goals, resolutions with me for the new year? They are so uninterested.
I wonder if Marnie knows my answer.
Don't. I don't know.
Bribes.
All right.
I'm very briber.
Right,
I bribe. When in doubt, bribe. Straight to their face.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I forgot.
Yeah, I love a good bribe, right? If you do this and you put in some effort and you mean it, I'll give you, and then fill in the blank. What do you want? What do you want? Right? And then it becomes fun to win the prize that they were never going to get because you were never offering it. And so then in that case, a bribe can work beautifully. And if they actually, and make sure it has to be good. Like they mean it, they care about it, and they go there and the bribe, it's not going to be $20, Mom, right? It's like $500, right? It's like a real prize. And then because if it really is good and you get it if it's a really good one, then they'll get moved and they'll get into it, and it's something you can refer to and use on all of them. So, and that can include your husband. He takes bribes. Or wife, she takes bribes, right? Never met a human who doesn't like a bribe.
It's really true. It's really true.
Should I try to bribe you into something?
Wow, it works.
It works. It's very easy.
It is
I wish someone was bribing me.
definitely works with children for shit sure. Teens really well. And then just make sure you've done it as well, right? If you haven't done it and you're just trying to fix your kids, it's gonna cost you a lot.
Okay. Good.
Alright, I am still in the holiday slump and unmotivated. How do I get moving again, mentally and physically?
You know, the funny thing that comes up in my head the minute someone says they're stuck in some way of being is I'm like, you're always like 3 days away of it never even remembering you said that, right? 3 good days away, right? Three days. So what I recommend if you're in a slump is physical. Like I go straight for diet and body. Yeah, I go straight for diet and body because it's easy. Not easy like, yeah, you're so excited. And usually what holidays means is
Fruitcake.
food, right? Like it usually means drinking and eating, right? What else? And spending money, right?
Yes.
So I think 3 days in a row and it doesn't have to be strenuous, right? It doesn't even have to be like I haven't exercised in years. I go for an hour walk and put on your music 3 days in a row, and it and change your eating, lose the gluten, right? Like do something that inspires you but is easy. I didn't say starve, and that will change everything. So basically, pick one thing for a good. I'm saying not just 3 days for the, like you'll deal with that, but in 3 days, if you actually keep a few simple big deal promises that inspire you, like that means I'm getting back into my life, that will work, right?
I don't think I have much more than that. Not really. Yes, you just have to watch the what Lauren would call weather reporting, right? So holiday slump, we'd call that a weather report, so just like it's rains in Seattle. After the holidays, you have a slump. Okay.
I have one. You dug one and then you landed in it, right? And you laid your ass down. Like there's no such thing as a holiday slump. I ate too much, I drank too much, I blew shit off and wonder why my laziness and desire to keep eating doesn't want to do anything today.
Yes.
I'm like, really? I have that problem. I haven't met a human who's been off for a couple of days who didn't want to stay off.
It's true. So, like, if you forecast everything dark and cloudy, right, the likelihood that you want to get out of it, that you want to go to the gym, you want to put the cookie down, like you're fighting your brat right then and there that really had too many cookies and doesn't and wants to continue feeling bad about it so it could possibly get another cookie.
And then the other lie that's in this whole thing is I don't ask myself if I'm motivated or inspired, right? I keep promises and I don't expect my mood to sway me either. Like if I was going to tell you which way my mood would go, it would always go no, right? My mood is not like, yay, let's go, right? My mood is like, fuck no, it's 7:30, right? So I don't know what you're like, right? Motivation is very dangerous, like hoping you get inspired versus having integrity, which is something I really teach because then your moods can come and go, which they do. And then this is the other thing that happens when you're, to me and others, is motivated, no. Going no matter what, yes. By the time I'm in the car and going to my trainer or wherever I'm going, or my spin class, I'm now, only because I left the driveway in the mood, right? You're like, when does the mood change? So moods change.
I'm not even there yet.
Marnie's working on
I
this.
still have to start.
My mood changes by the time I have no choice, right? So anyway, for anyone who's waiting to feel like it, don't.
Yeah. Just have to
Commit.
Yeah.
Do.
Yeah.
Like commitment is a do. Feeling like it is a maybe or hope. Some people are great at that. Some people aren't. You know who you are.
That's true. Okay. That's true. I need the lights off, the door shut. I need to pay for the class. That usually motivates me. Is I paid and can't get my money back. So as long as it doesn't snow, I've got like a shot that I really can't talk myself out of it. Snow I tend to use as the best. No, it's dangerous. Don't have to go. So that's the only welcome to winter. All right. This is an odd one, but okay. Is making changes, only because you don't believe in resolutions in New Year, is making changes, updating your dreams, a requirement for the new year?
Yes. I mean, I just had I think I've done 3 or 4 coaching sessions where it was awesome because they went back through their whole assignment, re-rated where they were to date, like looked back, re-rated it, acknowledged what they were proud of, what they still want to deal with. Like it literally, you know, especially once you're really working on your life, which you sound like you're doing, right, is the next thing that really helps the next year is acknowledging what you rocked and acknowledging where you failed, right? And then what's next, right? And so it's really an accounting process, right? Like do your books, but your books are your vision and your commitment to your vision of your life, right? And so please do it. Please do it.
Cool. Didn't know that.
You don't know.
No, it's a good idea, but I didn't know you take all your clients.
Oh, no, they're totally.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Lauren and Marnie, please share one of your goals, dreams for 2020.
You go first.
Okay. I hope I
hadn't thought of one.
I was thinking what I'd want to share. I've got a bunch. Not too many, but I've got a bunch. One of them, so Lauren, we developed Inner You Love. So Lauren's work is now, we've been talking about Inner You Life, we have now developed Inner You Love. That's, stay tuned for January 15th. It's coming. And it's awesome. And I'm really proud of it. And it's fun. And I've got a bunch of clients and friends that really are fucked in the area of love, or think they are. And I watch it, and Lauren and I kind of giggle and are amazed because we just want to change that. Because it seems deadly for you and goofy for us looking at you that you don't have everything you fucking want in this area. It's shopping, it's fun, and it's deep work. So I'm so proud of that, and I really, my dream for 2020 is that it impacts so many of you in the area of love, and Lauren takes it to the next level of where we really can help every dater out there text you answers to your questions during your dates. Like, I just want to make it easy because it really should be so much more fun than you're having. So that's 2020.
Yeah, and for those of you who have already have Inner You, it's not the same at all, right? Like, it's really not. It's not like a few new modules added on. It's the entire process of doing your history, it really is work. If you've never gone through the whole process with basically me personally, you don't, or Lori, or one of our main coaches, right? You don't know it, and there's an awkward scale about sex and how to get free about, and all different kind of language about how to talk about your hoo-ha, and it's hysterically good. Even if you're married, it will be very good for your love life and your connection, right? So yay. I'm so glad she wants that to grow.
Yes. What's yours now?
What is mine? Well, it's only because I made a new promise today. That's like, what am I committed to? So, this is about my marriage. So David and I have a promise that goes like we keep it for months and then we don't keep it and then it disappears and then we're like, we have a joke, we're like two ships passing in the night, right? Like we're so busy, whatever, right? But so we have a new promise again, which I just took on today, that we meet in bed at 10 o'clock, like to have a play date. Right? Like we, even if we're going to watch Netflix, we don't get to like both watch Netflix separately. Right? Like, no. Right? We like have to go back to playing together. And like the minute we made that promise again, we were like, oh, honey. Oh, you left me. Okay. Right? I'll take a shower. Right? Right. So, that's extra good because he and I will get together to sleep to have sex, right? And so like we'll get together, but we aren't like playing together. And so this like is 7 nights a week.
Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. Yes.
Yes. And now that I announced it, trust me, guys, I will not be taking it out. I do have potential to be like, what about me? Like my alone time. And I like him laying there.
Honey, don't you want to watch this one?
I don't even care. I'm like, I don't even want you need anything? Go get it.
That's sweet. All right, was that our last question? That was our last one. All right. So thank you. Keep sending in your questions. Inner You Love, you want to find out more, It frickin' rocks. We are offering, so it launches, early bird special is now until January 15th. It's coming up. You do not have a lot of time to get in on this offer of Inner You Love for $325. So use the coupon code SISTERSAREIN 325 and get into Inner You Love. If you're already in Inner You Life, you still should do Inner You Love. If you want both, use that same coupon code and you'll get it both together for $650.
And there'll be master classes, so you can go through it with someone. And
you know who the someone is?
Who?
Me.
Come on, she didn't even announce. So Marnie's gonna lead you through.
Yes, we're calling it a boot camp, so it's 6 weeks straight with me, 1 night a week. I will take you through Inner You Love.
OMG.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm funny, fun, love this shit. Love playing with you. So, yes. So, with that $325, you get me for 6 weeks in your face on Zoom.
So, if you're not dating, you wish you were, you just got divorced, you need to get a life, you need to get laid, you need to figure out how to be happier in your marriage, in your sex life,
come play.
We're the place, and she's the one.
Yes.
What?
March 4th it starts.
March 4th? But sign up. So you get the
Yeah. Get in.
coupon.